Foreman landed a left and a right and another left, and Lyle's in trouble. He's against the ropes trying to...
What's going on, family? Go ahead, son. What's going on with you? Yeah. Hold on a second. Here we go. How y'all doing today? Hey. My son's about to cook something. Y'all know it's probably something going on, so I'll mute for a second. When he does do that, but in the meantime and in between time, let me say hello to everyone. Oh, wait a minute. We have some early. AJ Moore, shout out to you, King. Steph Brown, he said he's going to be in and out. What's going on, good brother? Yeah. JT, Joseph Townsend, salute to you. My brother, too. Tay, hey, the real queen of MMA, Vegas, that's all I can say. Marcel Curry, what's going on, King? Vegas. Aunt McQueen, Aunt, hey, Aunt, two sis, my young bro, Tay. How you doing, Tay? How you doing? Cano Loco, that's my big bro. How y'all doing tonight? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just let the fryer rock. I'm gonna let the fryer rock out. It is what it is. People gotta eat, and I gotta cook. How y'all doing? Okay, so yeah, I'm about to take y'all back. We going back. How far back? We going way back. We going back to Friday. I ain't really hear nobody cook on this, but the right side. You already dropped it, then? Go on and let me know so I can mute this, because that is already kind of loud if you ain't dropped it. So, I'm going back to the OTX card, y'all. I might talk about that. Elijah Pierce. Actually, let me start a little bit lower on that card, man. There's some good fights on that card. If you guys didn't watch it, go back, check out some of them fights. Yeah, Griggy and Garland, that was a good fight. Not well-known men. I think they're both from Atlanta. If I'm wrong, so Taze in the chat, he can let me know. Gomez and Lyons was a good fight as well. Lyons pulled that one off. Oh, I mean, there was a bunch of fights, matter of fact. Haven Brady Jr. versus DeMichael Harris. That was a good fight. I thought DeMichael would do a little bit better than he did. Long fighter. But it just ended up being so awkward. To be honest, it didn't look like he belonged in there with Haven Brady. They had a good old face-off through OTX on the YouTube channel before that fight. And DeMichael was talking big stuff. Griggy's from Atlanta? Okay. Matter of fact, Garland is living in Atlanta or something, right? No. He's out of DC. Okay. And resides in Maryland. I don't know why I thought he was from... Maybe I'm thinking of DeMichael. DeMichael is from Cleveland, but he's living in Smyrna. Okay, yeah, and Haven Brady, yeah, he's out of Albany. But Haven Brady looked good. He did what we saw a lot of people do this weekend. Just box. He got his little baby boots on, I say, and he got to show out, and it really did look like boots. I think that's the only issue I took. I was like, come on, Haven, I need you to get your own juice, do your own styling, but it don't matter. He did a good job. DeMichael made that fight hard. he gassed. It was a lot of I want to say I thought he was hugging. It's a lot of fights, y'all, running through my head from this weekend. But I do know Haven Brady put on. Shout out to him. He's now 16 and 0, I believe. Yes, sir. 16 and 0. The next fight I'll talk about briefly because I think I love her. I love her. O'Shea. Lady O'Shea. O'Shea Jones fought Aaliyah Carranza. Aaliyah Carranza, I believe her name is. Now, O'Shea is the first individual and woman to get a real title on OTX. So shout out to her for that. Man, O'Shea came in there trying to box. And it was the wrong thing for her to do. If you ain't ever watched O'Shea, let me see. Yes, sir. Yes, she was. And she's a good boxer. Long. Boxes long with range, right? And for that, I don't know why O'Shea's team thought it would be a good idea for her to box that woman. But she figured it out. If you've never seen O'Shea, she is what I call a banger. Like she's a scrapper. When I think of O'Shea, respectfully, I think of Sharkeisha. No, like O'Shea can bang, man. You ready? Let me mute it. Okay. Yeah, man. You felt she won. You know what? To be honest, Kano, I felt like it could have been a good old tie. Because I think O'Shea pulled it off on him when she adjusted and went back to her style, which you could tell she was still a little bit off. And apparently she has a lot going on in her personal life. She's taken up her siblings' children and was fighting out of New Jersey with Coach Rail, but she's usually with Bozy. So, you know, she had a lot going on. She even said herself that was not her best performance, but I do feel like she pulled it off in the end. At best, it could have been a tie or a draw, right? But I love me some O'Shea. Love me some O'Shea. How you doing, Anthony Bolton? It's good to see you, King. Did she now? I'd be interested to see that, Tay. I asked you, was Chris coming? Because we just saw Holly Holmes, and I like Holly Holmes. As a matter of fact, Holly Holmes fought the day after Deontay fought. And I asked one of the fights I only watched on my drive back home. Other than that, like I tuned out of boxing and YouTube and just listened to some music on my ride. But hey, I like it. I like it. Come on, Chris Cyborg, get that beat. Get that beat. How you doing, Mackety Smackety? Blessings to you, great brother. Blessings to you. She was. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going backwards. Okay. So, let me make sure I didn't miss nobody. No, I didn't miss nobody. So, yeah, she won. She is now. She's the IBF and IBO super welterweight champion for the women. Shout out to O'Shea. I like O'Shea. I think she's a great fighter. I wish and I hope to see her get off of OTX and expand. Not that OTX is a bad platform. It's a great platform. They have great perks for knockouts and stuff like that. You guys don't watch OTX, you should consider it. It's on the zone. Hey, Michael, how you doing, family? How you doing? So next would be Mr. Elijah Pierce, and he fought a Michael Dasmariñas. Dasmariñas is a Filipino, I do believe. Yeah. Long, drink of water, little thin guy. I felt like in my film study that Dasmariñas might be able to, I don't want to say give Elijah problems, but give him a good fight. Little did I know that Elijah did not have the best night. I felt like Das Marinas was tagging him, and instead of Elijah just getting there and actually boxing, he was like trying to get his lick back, and it was, I don't know. He actually knocked Elijah down in the first round too. Yeah, he was just off. He even said so after the fight. He said everybody don't have a good night. Um, Fighters, that is, and that people should understand that. But ultimately, Elijah came back at the end and started whooping Das Marinas. And knocked him down once, knocked him out cold the second time. Some people feel like it's the knockout of the year. We'll throw it in. We'll throw it in the hat with the other knockouts. I don't think so, but it was a good one. Again, if you didn't watch this card, if you don't watch OTX, check it out. I do believe he probably got paid some extra money for that, because that's how they do on OTX. Holly Holm needs to leave the game. Much respect to her, but she's taken a lot of damage throughout her career boxing. Hey, Tay, but she boxed like a champ that night. And you can say it was her opponent, but I absolutely understand what you're saying, and especially when it starts coming to MMA, when they get to getting down, it gets a little hairy in there. 3 rounds is enough, really, for MMA. Okay. Cyborg is a little aged too, though. But you know, I get it. Jones, how are you doing, King? How are you doing, sir? Good evening to you. So, my next card. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? I think I will go here and save this one for last. Yeah. Give me a second, y'all. Here we are. Yeah, buddy. This card. Yeah. So I have a lady on that was on this card that I like. Matter of fact, there was another lady I picked up that I might start watching as well. But my lady is Caroline Veer. And the last time, and she fought Licia Bodersa, right? The last time Caroline fought was also on a Salida card under Clarissa Shields and Danielle Perkins. And I did a video on her. She's a French fighter by way of out of Canada, but she's nice. Just like technically nice, and she can fight on the back foot. She's not a slick fighter, but she's just technically sound, right? I love Caroline Veer. This lady Alicia, she was bringing it to her though, and this is another one like kind of like the O'Shea fight. It could be argued that it was a draw, but I personally feel like Caroline pulled it out in the end when she finally adjusted, because Alicia, like the other lady, what is her name? Aaliyah, the lady that O'Shea fought, had a long range too as well, and she was popping Veer. She was popping Veer first, and Caroline had to figure out how to get around that, get under it. And she did. I'd say again, mid-fight, she turned it, and that's actually a little bit earlier than O'Shea did. Mid-fight, she started turning around. By the end of the fight, she was tagging Bodersa. She ended up with the WBC silver feather. Shout out to Caroline. And I believe she's a new signee to Salida. Hey, Thomas Hill, how you doing, family? Good to see you. Blessings to you, this sir. So the other fight, the other female fight, Samantha Worthington and Victoire Pitot. Yeah, I don't know where Pato came from. They could keep that. They could keep her. But Samantha Worthington, little stout lady. This is the super light division. She was tearing Pato up. I mean, I just don't feel like Pato really had anything for her at all. Again, I guess we all gotta start somewhere. Samantha is now 12-0. Pato was 14 now, 3-0. You know, again, yeah, gotta start somewhere. I'm not. I haven't really looked into Samantha, but I'm gonna assume maybe she's a new signing to Salida as well, because the next fight is a new signing, but an old face that we all, some of us know and love, and that would be Tony Harrison, and he fought Edward Ulloa Diaz. Ah, I don't know why Tony signed to Salida. I don't know why, and I don't mean to be disrespectful. I don't know why Tony's still fighting. He didn't look bad. Edward was talking a lot of smack, and I really expected him to come with something a little more than he did. But Tony boxed well. It just, I don't know. I mean, I think it just comes a time when you were doing well coaching. You were doing well coaching Alicia Baumgardner. As far as I know, he actually runs a gym. I just think he should be Coach Tony now. It's just my personal opinion. Some of you may feel differently, but I don't really care to see Tony Harrison. And again, he did not look bad. He just looked like it's time. It's time for him. He did get knocked down though, late in the fight. Like I said, I'm good. I'm good on Tony. Shout out to him though. He did end up winning by unanimous decision, but I'm good with Coach Tony. I really am. I don't see Tony getting high in the ranks. I don't see Tony. I mean, this is middleweight. I don't see him. Definitely don't see him gaining a title or interim. Like I don't. Shout out to Tony Harrison though. He was a very, very good boxer, and he still can box well. But professionally, I don't want to see. Hey, how you doing, DP? How you doing, DP Rocker? Yeah. Okay. On to Claressa Shields, who fought Alani Daniels. You guys. Okay, I don't need everybody to jump down my throat. I don't need everybody to jump down my throat. Lanny Daniels moved up from light heavyweight. I guess she felt like Mikey Garcia. She thought she saw something. When I went and watched film on Lanny, she really didn't have much. She absolutely is a mover with the footwork, good footwork. She rolls. She roll left, she roll right, and she always would come over the top, left hook or right hook, over the top. For some reason, this woman gets in the ring with Claressa and decides to run for 2 rounds, and then she just proceeded to get beat up on Claressa. To be honest, okay, her last couple of fights are heavy. I thought she would have garnered the knockout here, but she showed me that I feel like she even went back a little bit. Hey T-Mac, how you doing, King? Welcome. I feel like she went back a little bit, y'all, because with Claressa's last fight, I felt like she was finally sitting on punches, turning over punches. She's always been, when she wants to be fairly accurate, but she slaps shots. And I feel like here, I don't know if it was just the head hunting. I mean, actually, let me take that back. Because she started digging to that woman's body, y'all. I was like, oh my God. Me talk about peeing blood the next day, I swear. Lonnie gotta be peeing blood till today, because Claressa did some absolutely beautiful body work, gut punches to her. But it never weakened the legs, and if you saw her legs, maybe you know why. Them things is some trunks, right? Lonnie has some legs. She was good. She just sat in there and got beat up on. But Carissa could not get her out of there. She ended up winning by unanimous decision, remaining the heavyweight undisputed champion. But at this point, I am feeling like we don't need to pull nobody else up unless it's Shadeja. Because Shadeja, if I recall, she's not heavy, is she? I don't believe so. Apparently, Franchon Cruz Dezurn had an understanding that she was to come to the fight and pay for her ticket, and I guess was gonna be maybe called into the ring to be the next challenger for Clarissa. And it didn't take place, and she was a little hot under the collar. I guess I would be too. Maybe she's not like Clarissa in the sense where she just goes and supports other people, right? I do not want to see that fight. If you know me, I'm not a fan of Franchon's style. Her last fight, it looked like it wasn't it. It wasn't it. I don't want to see Franchon fight Clarissa. Shadeja Green, I would love to see. If Hannah Gabriels could get back, but you know, when they were set to have their rematch, Hannah popped dirty for steroids. She said it was something about animals and cream, and I don't know. But that's the only woman who sat Clarissa on her pockets. I felt like, for what it's worth, Savannah Marshall, she gave Clarissa a good fight. But I mean, at this rate, you guys, where does Clarissa go? Hey, Mo Boxing, how you doing, Tammy? Welcome in. Salute to you. I don't know where she goes because there's not a lot of women in the heavyweight division, and the ones that are, apparently they're not willing to fight her. I would like to see her. I know she doesn't want to lose weight. She doesn't want to lose her behind, and I get it. But I think it would be a good thing for her to move down to light heavy. There's more women there. Maybe there's more opportunity. I don't know where Clarissa goes from here. I definitely think she should give Shadeja a shot though. Time only time will tell. She's talking about having babies and stuff, but you know, I don't get into all that gossipy, her life stuff. It's not my thing. Shout out to Clarissa. Shout out to Clarissa for her win over Lonnie Daniels, who's surely still peeing a blood. So the next card, Madison Square Garden. Man, Top Rank card. Top Rank's last card on ESPN. Again, not a good fight on this card. Briefly, because I wrote down some notes for this little dude. I'll start with Emiliano. Surgical with the straight right. But to be honest, when I did the film study on his opponent, what was his opponent's name? Alexander Espinoza. I wasn't impressed with what I saw, and I thought this would be an easy win. A shout out to Top Rank for their matchmaking, making an easy fight for this man. He won the North American Boxing Federation Junior Super Lightweight belt, but he said he's coming for all the belts. So we gonna see how that plays out. Baby steps. Emiliano, that's all I'm gonna say. And I like Emiliano. Like I said before, he's a good kid. I met him. He's nice, and he is a good fighter. His dad was a good fighter, but eh, baby steps, baby steps. Because the last thing we want to see is you get in there and get mopped, right? I don't want to see. I don't want to see the kid get mopped. Um, the next fight is Rohan Polanco versus Quentin Randall. Man. I like this fight. It showed me some things about Mr. Rohan. If y'all didn't know, Rohan has been calling out one Brian Norman Jr. Yeah. And y'all know that I rock with me for Brian Norman Jr. And yeah, man, Quentin Randall kind of I don't want to say he exposed him. Maybe Rohan exposed himself a little bit. I still think it was a good fight. It started off with Quentin fighting long, nice jab, stiff jab. But then Rohan began to get inside and get over the top, and he began doing what he does well, and that is talk shit. Oh my gosh. Every fight this man, he be talking shit. He talk big shit in that ring. He was he was catching Quentin stab jabs to the body, overhands, like he was getting inside. And Quentin, for a minute there, I thought he was just about to get beat up on, but surprisingly, Quentin came back and began to fight long again. And he adopted this damn overhand right. Oh, I don't know. It was a chopping it was a chopping right. And like Rohan had no answer for it. It was, to be honest, I thought it was beautiful work. Beautiful work. He was utilizing the jab again. He was turning Rohan. Like, yes, Randall gassed out a little bit, but so did Rohan. Rohan gassed a little too. And when Rohan gassed, that mouth just, it stopped. And he was starting to get bopped upside his head. So, he was left trying to figure out the puzzle. Clearly, Rohan needs to set his feet. He needs to set his feet to get his work off. And again, Randall moving, turning him. The worst thing that can happen to Quentin is getting up against the ropes. That's a horrible spot for him. But he started to again with the ring journal shit, keeping the fight in the center of the ring. Rohan ended up getting the unanimous decision. I was curious to hear his post-fight, but they went to a commercial. But I really wanted to hear how he felt about his fight. Because, real talk, Quentin was whooping your ass in the end there, homie. Like, it just is what it is. I don't want to say it was a gift or nothing. It just is what it is. We know how these things go. But yeah, Quentin gave him some good ass work in that fight. Shout out to Quentin and shout out to Rohan Polanco. Somehow or other, I missed the Jan Carlos Santana fight. I know I watched some of it, but I didn't get to pay enough attention to it. And I wanted to. So, maybe I'll have to go back and just watch that. Obviously, I won't report on it, but it's so much going on in the boxing world. It'd be something keeping up and watching all the fights. So, next up, Bruce Carrington, Choo versus Matheus Heita. Heita's first fight in America. Choo's first 12-round fight. This was for the WBC interim title. Hey man, shout out to Choo. Just like I said about Haven Brady. Great boxing. Beautiful boxing. It was a little disturbing and upsetting to Timothy Bradley, and y'all know I don't usually listen to the fight with sound on, but I was watching in the backstage group, and I don't like the words Timothy had for Bruce, expecting him to knock this man out. Like Bruce ain't no knockout artist like that. Is he a badass boxer? Absolutely, yes, he is, and he showed that. Now, Mateus has only, again, this is his first time fighting out of Africa, period, in any country. First time fighting in America. I believe he's from Nambia, and he's the shit there. But he doesn't. I mean, the skill. I mean, I just saw that watching his fights. The skill level is nowhere near a Shushu Carrington. It just ain't. And he showed it. He has some good power. He tried. He's another one. Also, Mike who gassed. In the end, he just waned at the end. The most I say Mateus has is some good. Bruce is ready for it. Absolutely. I'm working up to that. Yeah. Mateus did what he was supposed to do, and he fought his best. Again, if you watch his fights, it's what he does. He's not. I'm pretty sure this guy got in the ring with Shushu. And I think he probably wanted to put hands on Shushu, but at some point he realized, damn, I am not in this man's league. He needs to go back to the drawing board and study some Black American boxers. It is what it is. I don't care if you don't like it. You need to study up and get him a little in his style, because Shushu put it on him to me. Shout out to Shushu. He won by unanimous decision. That said, Shushu also called people out. Oh, first let me say that though. Yes, he's absolutely ready for a freaking step up fight. It's something about Top Rank and these young guys. Some of them, they move a little faster than others, but a lot of times the competition, it just be lacking. And I've said before, I feel like their talent's being drawn out. And I'm not a boxer personally, I don't know, but I can't help but wonder, do they lose something when they continue to fight guys that aren't testing them, that aren't helping them to grow? You know, finally I felt like Abdullah was getting fights where he was learning and had to adjust. But for a minute there, it was like, y'all are just drawing this out. It's a waste. It's wasting his talent. Anyway, back to Shushu. In the audience was one Rafael Espinoza. Not a fan of that dude, man. But that's neither here nor there, because Shushu let him know, oh, I want you. He wants anybody. He too, like Emiliano, is ready for all the belts. He said he's going to be the first undisputed featherweight in the 4-belt era. Hey, more power to him, and good luck with that. Rafael Espinoza is not going to be an easy fight. Rafael is definitely knocked the shit out. That long, skinny man got leverage on them limbs, and he's a dirty fighter. I've said it before. I'll say it again. He's a dirty fighter. Elbows, grabbing people behind the head and punching and getting away with that, man. Like, you know, and maybe I'm just thinking back to the Robeisy part 2 fight. Like, he was just filthy nasty, dude. And to be honest, I wanted to see him move up and fight Navarrete before Navarrete left the division. But we know Navarrete got to run it back with the guy that they cheated. I forgot his name, not Steven or something like that. Another gentleman, I think, out of the Philippines, right? I like to fight with Espinoza too. And to be honest, I think Bruce can outbox him, but due to the feet, due to his defense with the feet, I think he can outbox him. But Espinosa is long and strong, man. Like he ain't nothing to play with. But it is a good fight, and I'm absolutely down to see that. Shit, I'm down to see anybody that Bruce can fight at this point. That's a step up in the featherweight. I don't know that I'm ready to see him fight Inoue yet, and I know he was calling him out, but Brandon Figueroa, I think he beats him. Stephen Fulton. I think I got something here, Mr. Stephen Fulton. Because at one point, Shushu's last fight, he called out Stephen Fulton. And I think O'Shaquie too, if I remember correctly. Stephen Fulton said we could do that. We could get that. But then he doubled back and he said, let me see. I think I have that on here somewhere. I don't. It's on X and I'd have to dig to find that one, y'all. But apparently Fulton, he ain't having it at this point. Matter of fact, Fulton and O'Shaquie were supposed to be fighting as well. Like, it's a lot of fights that could be made and should be made. We just gonna have to see how this all plays out. But as for right now, Espinosa would be an absolutely great fight for Shushu, and I'm down to see that. On to the next in the main card, Xander Zayas versus Jorge Garcia Perez. Shout out to Xander. Jorge beat my guy. Hey Jay Will, how you doing, King? Welcome in. Jorge is one and the same, the gentleman who beat Charles Conwell. I don't care what nobody says, Charles Conwell absolutely had an off night. Because there's no way in hell Jorge should have made it into that ring with Xander. But it is what it is, and we saw what we saw. That was them off the bat, getting busy. Hey Universal Truth, how you doing, family? Welcome. Good to see you. They were getting busy. Right off the bat, Xander was jabbing to the head, to the body. Jorge, he used his range in the beginning. He was throwing a variety of shots. Xander began to hold round 2, y'all. He began to hold round 2. I mean, we find out later that this was absolutely his plan. Stick, move, hold, like, yeah, smother, whatever you want to call it. But no, he was held up with his boo, Jorge, because there was a lot of that going on, and Jorge was even more awkward than I've seen in some of the film that I've watched. Landed a lot of good shots on Xander, and we saw the evidence, obviously, at the end of the fight. Look, the way I feel about Xander's fight, it was good boxing. It absolutely was good boxing. I felt like the holding was just a lot for me. It was a lot for me. I also couldn't help but notice that the commentary, was all in building up Xander and what he was doing, where again, Shushu, it was, it was the critiquing. So Shushu, who was boxing and getting boxed and did not hold on. Shushu never held. He didn't ever have to use the clinch. While Xander was excessive with it. He was excessive with it. It is what it is. It seemed like Jorge was getting off more single shots, but he was also getting in combinations. But the footwork was careless oftentimes squaring up, looking inebriated, I wrote. Finally in round 6, the ref warns to stop holding. But it was it was like a general warning. He really didn't look at Xander and said, didn't look at Jorge and said. It was just like, you got to stop the holding. All right, dude. All right. Anyway, at the end of the day, this was Xander's again. Yeah, Xander's first 12 rounder as well. He ended up winning by unanimous decision. Jorge didn't belong in there anyway. I do have some video of Mr. Let me move this over here, Xander, and how he explained what he was doing in the fight. Make sure my volume is up so y'all can hear. I probably don't want to do that. Shout out to Fight Hub TV. But I don't need them coming for me.
Now talk about the movement during the fight, because you were like, moving like side to side and getting away from the range of Garcia's punches.
That's what boxing is all about. Hit and not get hit. When you can frustrate a guy by him throwing to the air and him missing big, that's when you got it in the bag, because now he's gonna either get shy or he's gonna continue to miss big, and that's what he did. He continued to miss big, and we just started getting under those shots, wrapping him around. Great, going back to controlling the fight.
So yeah, that was their in the interview. He continues to say that was their game plan. It was to box, move, and to hold, clinch, however you want to put it. But it's funny that he says that is how you box. Isn't this what they call the Tom and Jerry shit from the Black Fighters? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just saying. Right. Thank you. Salute to you, Coach. I didn't see you come in here. You don't say. Okay? That is absolutely boxing. This is absolutely why I said it does not matter what they do, whatever type of rules they want to implement and put in place. A man who with feet they're gonna move. A boxer is gonna move. They're gonna try to hit and not get hit. Again, I don't really appreciate what Shakur ended up having to do. Standing there getting beat up on to prove something to who? It is what it is. I pray next time he doesn't do that. I pray that the BS stops. That these fighters can be themselves in the freaking ring, man. Use their footwork. Absolutely. Use the sweet science. Hit, don't get hit. Set people up with my feet. Run them into traps. Like that's boxing. That's what boxing is. But we know that, right? Let me see. I know, Coach. Flippity clapping. No. Shout out to you. So, on to other news. Now, this is an oldie, but it's a goodie. Andy Cruz. Yeah. Mason and Davis run like beef. Come see me, Raymond. Yes, sir, Mr. Raymond. So we're on to the other boxing news portion. Please, Raymond, see about Mr. Andy. I'm telling you, when he fought Zaur, after that fight, Joe, I was not convinced. He said he wanted to smoke. I didn't feel that in my chest. I'm not a believer. I need Murtai to make a believer out of me. Fight Andy, man. We want that. Let's see what's popping. What's popping? More news. Let me get this one off. So Eddie Hearn is on his BS again. We know that Jerron Boots Ennis re-signed with Matchroom. Hey man, I don't have a problem with that. I guess for the most part, there's only so many promoters these guys can sign with. I don't think I like any of them, to be honest. Some of these guys are free agents, very few, and they work with who they can. I don't really want to get into why. Why did Boots resign with Eddie? I mean, he did get some fights and he did get him some unifications, right? Before he moved up to 54. But the talk of the town is this fight. Well, first, let's say we were hearing that Boots wants some soft touches or some acclamation fights. If you've heard me before, I am not opposed to a fighter new to a division acclimating. Not at all. Josh Kelly. Man, look. I do have a problem with the fight Boots is asking for. I'm getting to that. So Josh Kelly, I would describe, if you have not seen Josh, he's like the white man's Boots, right? He thinks he's slick. I believe he got beat by Avanesian, who Boots beat. But hey, whatever, hey, look. Apparently, Eddie's on the bullshit again, though. Let me turn the music down again and we can hear what Mr. Josh Kelly's, I believe this is his coach, had to say. Make sure that I turn this up. And this, yeah. This one I will share. Yeah. This ain't no screw tube. Yeah.
Name yesterday was Jerron Boots Ennis, who's making a move up to 154. Eddie Hearn come out and spoke to multiple outlets, including IFL TV, about an offer that was sent to Josh Kelly about the fight in, I'm not sure if there was a potential date or October time, but I guess I'll ask yourself, Adam, what is the latest with this offer that was sent to Josh?
I spoke to Eddie's lawyer less than 24 hours ago. The date was pretty sure October the 11th in Philadelphia. I think that's what they said. For a fight purse that Eddie knows full well is derisorily low. It's less than half of what Josh has been paid for a 10-round bout, and Eddie knows that. So, and then the fact that he's gone straight to the media rather than speaking to me. Every fight I've made with Eddie over the years, I've spoken to him directly. I haven't heard from Eddie. It was Sean that contacted me, made the offer, and then said, we need an answer within 24 hours because we had other options. Okay, I put the phone down, and less than an hour later, I see it popping up all over the social media. I thought, okay, well, Eddie's trying the old tried and tested route of using the media to negotiate and pressure someone into taking a fight for money that he knows isn't the right money. We want that fight. We want all of them. Josh won't now hide from anyone, but if Eddie is serious about making that fight, then obviously he has to speak to me and make a serious offer.
So, again, Eddie's on the BS. Not only are you lowballing, you giving Negroes 24-hour turnaround time for the BS, man. Look, shout out to the great brother Just Do Boxing by way of Elder Boxing. I heard him say today. So he says that Eddie said they have other fights on the table, right? Those other fights would be Serhii Boachuk, Brian Mendoza, and Jesus Ramos Jr., Amano, and apparently a fourth. And I didn't get that name. He didn't drop that one. So the only thing that made it to the news was the Josh Kelly fight. But we all know a good fight would be a Serhii Boachuk, who Michael Fox, I don't care what nobody say, he boxed circles literally around Serhii, and I was a little pissed off with Boachuk and his little punk ass commentary after that fight, because he made you look like a clown. It just is what it is. And that said, I absolutely know Boots would beat Boychuk. But apparently, Boychuk and Mendoza didn't want the amount of money as well that's being offered. I don't know what Eddie's doing, and it's so sad because you're making this man look bad. Now, also the Virgil fight we know and we've heard about, right? But Virgil apparently is still healing, even though I'm hearing talks of Virgil fighting Mr. Errol Spence Jr. should he return. No one's actually said that, though. It is just floating around, and I'm telling you right now, I'm still man down over here. Ain't nothing changed with that. But it's just interesting. It's just interesting that instead of Eddie offering decent, good money for Boots to fight somebody who is truly a better opponent than a Josh Kelly. I'm about to squirt this dog with the water gun, y'all. It's just kind of sad. And what's really sad to me is the fact that Boots is not saying nothing. Yet again, this man, stop letting Eddie talk for you. Please, 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 please. Be more involved in... Get out of here. Be more involved in your business, because it's making him look bad at this point. So that's it anyway for Boots and Josh Kelly. As of right now, maybe that fight stands, maybe it doesn't. It's just sad to see that Boots has moved up and he's just kind of lost. And we're not really hearing anything from him. I guess apparently too, with that said, Jerron, what am I saying here? It's sounding like this will be Jerron's next opponent. The winner lands the WBO mandatory spot with a shot at Xander Zayas. Yeah. And Xander also is calling for all the smoke from everybody. I forgot to say that after his fight. Xander absolutely wants more belts. And he is actually willing to fight the individual who everyone's calling the boogeyman at super welterweight, and that would be Mr. Murtataliev. But Murtataliev, his mandatory is Lubin, Erickson Lubin, who I absolutely think he should be fighting. I would love to see Erickson Lubin get a shot at that belt. I absolutely believe Erickson Lubin beats him. I did a breakdown a while ago on Murtataliev and his style and what style can absolutely beat him. And guess who has that? That would be Erickson Lubin. And I don't know that Erickson Lubin would take step aside money as the mandatory. Maybe we haven't heard anything from Lubin's camp, but that's the fight I would love to see Murtataliev in. But I do know that he said he will not fight anyone but another title holder. Now Xander is a title holder. The thing is, Xander also has a style that can beat Murtataliev, but he absolutely cannot do the clinching. He cannot do the clinching. That won't work. But he can box him, and if he can turn him and keep him on the back foot, Xander can end up with 2 belts. Another gentleman at super welterweight who has a belt and is calling for all the smoke, Mr. Sebastian Fundora. Yeah. But he dropped that WBO belt. He dropped the WBO belt, and now he wants it back. And Xander basically all but told him, you never should have dropped it in the first place. You shouldn't have left it vacant. With that said, though, Xander's calling out all the smoke, so why not? And it's a lot of people who like that fight, Xander and Sebastian Fundora. I'm not really crazy about that fight personally. Will I watch it? Absolutely, I will. I don't think Xander beats Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian is he's on his ish right now, in my personal opinion. I just can't, with the range that he's started to fight in since the first Zoo fight, fighting long now. He's always been a great inside fighter. I mean, the leverage that man gets off inside is crazy, and it absolutely busts people up. But could Xander pull off a Brian Mendoza on a Fundora? That I don't know, you guys. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. We would have to see. Yeah. So I talked about this. I talked about that. I was just on this. Yeah. We need this. Now this. You guys know over here, Shawa doesn't talk about Mr. Tank. We don't talk about Tank because we just don't feel like going there. But as much as I would love for this to be true, because I feel like he is actually taking up a lot of space, holding on to that belt and BSing. This is cap as far as we know. And until Tank comes out and says it himself, I'm not a believer. I'm not just gonna believe a Mr. Trout Mouth, pale, sickly looking, disgusting looking Rick Glazer and his sources. I pass. Look, I pass. And I can't get over this last sentence here. He's such a trash individual, you guys. Tank supposedly fed up with Tank's retired till his money runs low. And you know that how? You know that how, Troutmouth? How do you know this? Like I don't think Rick Glazer has a good relationship with PBC. Clearly, like, where do you get this shit from? Yeah, I know you do. If he does, let me tell you, please take T.O. with you. Take all these dudes that are just holding belts and holding up the spot, right? Get on out of here with that. Let me see here. Any more news? I have put, yes, I do. Ooh, one more good old bit of news. I put the link in the chat for anyone who would like to hit it and come on up. Super welterweight rankings. Yeah. But still holding on to that belt. Go on and let it go. Because y'all seen how big Bud is. He's not coming back down to no 54. No. Virgil Ortiz, Sebastian Fundora, Israel, Bakram, Serhi. Okay. I'm not mad at the rankings. I do think Bud need to let it go. Let go of the belt. Let these guys work. I don't know why these men continue to hold on to these belts. Another old stank individual who wanted to talk about Tank and has no clue, because surely Tank is not calling you, talking to you, doing anything with you, for you, about you. Like, really? I don't know where Tim Bradley gets off talking about he's gone mentally. Yeah, he may be. We know he has a lot of other life situations going on. Just stop it. Freaking knock it off, please, sir. Uh another one. Another one. Yeah. Another one. This shit right here, y'all. This shit right here. Again, as far as I know, Boots is gone, but he's still the champion. Standing on this. Santion. I don't know why Santion's number 3. I really don't. I think Giasov could easily be number 3. Santion does not look good. Ever since he got beat by Brian Norman Jr., this man, he is not the same fighter. I honestly don't know why he's in the top 10. But go off Ring Magazine. And really, to be honest with you guys, I really wish that Turkey would do some rearranging over there at Ring and get some new writers, get some new editors, get some new everybody, everything. Just clean house. Just clean house, because you just took the old Ring and you took over. Like, I'm not impressed. It's still the same. Coppinger. What's Diddleface's name? I can't stand him. He doesn't understand that he's a black man. I'm done. I'm cool on that one. I'm cool. This weekend we have a good fight coming up. Well, yeah. First, let me get to this one, because at 47, we definitely need some straightening, right? We need to understand who's doing what, and what's going on. And this fight is set to take place again. Will be a rematch. This is Crocker and Donovan, and it ended in a disqualification of Patty Donovan when they fought last. Next fight, I believe, would be September 13th, right? So I went back and watched that fight, you guys, and I don't know too many people that watched it initially. If you watch Stormy B, man, he definitely said go watch that fight, because that fight was going to dictate who gets the IBF belt at welterweight. Again, we like to see some dust settle so we can start seeing some champions unify. I mean, it's been happening quick since Turkey came in the game. Hey, I'm ready to see some unifications go down ASAP. I ain't even gonna lie. Let me see who's in the rankings there, though. So, again, Donovan and Crocker will rematch in September, and that will be for the IBF belt. Let's see, welter. We know Brian Norman Jr. has a WBO. Mario Barros has WBC. Now, Rolly is the regular for WBA. Giasov is at number 1. There's no super at WBA. So, I don't know. Apparently, Rolly wants to fight Pacquiao too or something crazy. I don't know. I'm not trying to see that shit. I really would like for them to sort this out. I mean, if for all I care, he could fight Giasov. Fight Giasov for the super WBA belt, right? Patty and Donovan, though, that rematch, Crocker and Donovan, I feel like watching that fight again, Donovan was the busier fighter. He's also the one who was disqualified. Crocker stayed in a high guard for that whole fight, pretty much. He was fighting out of a high guard. Jab here, jab there. Come the second round, Crocker had already jacked his face up. It just is what it is. Or Donovan had already jacked his face up. The left eye. Then it was the right eye come the third round. Now, mind you, again, Crocker was like bent over the whole time, slumped over in a high guard, head over his foot, his lead foot. But, and this is me going back and watching, because at first I did not see this. But now, yeah. Donovan was just popping between the guard, popping him in the stomach. I wish he would have went around the guard, but he didn't. But either way, he was throwing his hands and he was winning. Now, every now and again, he would get in close, like they're in the phone booth. And the ref gave him, took a point. And I think the first time he took a point was the 6th round. The 6th round. Hey, Antonio MMA. How you doing, King? Welcome in. So, yeah, he took a point. I didn't think it was fair because of the simple fact that the whole time Crocker was there in this high guard, crouched down, head over his lead foot. Didn't like it. But it happened. I think come the 8th round, he takes another point for the same thing. Now, mind you, I feel like Donovan was making a conscious choice to just stay back, popping him between the guard, popping him in the stomach. Occasionally, he would come in close, though. And you can argue, yeah, his foot was over, his chin was over his lead foot. But Crocker stayed in that position the whole fight. Well, Donovan ends up knocking Crocker down. And Crocker gets up and they commence the fighting again. But the bell rings and Donovan hits Crocker after the bell. And essentially, I guess the ref felt like he had enough and he disqualified Donovan. So now again, here we are. We're going to have this rematch September 13th. This will settle who gets the IBF title. Surely both of these men will adjust in returning. I do not want to see Crocker standing there in a damn high guard all fight. Like, fight, dude. You got to put your hands down and fight sometime. And you can't just sit there with your head forward the whole time. I don't want to see that. I really don't. How you doing, 903 Boxing? Shout out to you. You can put your channel in the chat, family. Put your channel in the chat. Y'all subscribe to my brother 903. Be cooking. So yeah, I don't. Hopefully as well, Donovan comes back with a new plan. I don't know what more he could do. Definitely don't try to fight in the freaking phone booth if this dude keeps his guard up all night. Like, you can't do it. So coming up this weekend, this is gonna be a good fight for me. Duarte versus Kenny Sims Jr. I'm actually excited to see this. Actually excited to see what Kenny's gonna come back and do here. Kenny, man, if you liked what Shushu did, then you will like Kenny Sims Jr. Very good boxer. You know, again, not the power so much, because I believe he has a low. I don't know why I can't find him in BoxRec. That's really crappy, you guys. I guess they don't like Mr. Sims, which is pretty sad. Yeah, okay, I found him the hard way. So yeah, this is going to be taking place in Chicago. Duarte, we know, I would say flat-footed fighter, strong. He's coming forward, looping shots. Duarte is 29-2-1. Kenny is 22-2-0. Kenny only has 8 knockouts. Duarte has 23 knockouts out of 29 fights. So, but the thing is, again, if you like slick black fighters, if you then you'll like Kenny Sims Jr. I'm not really worried about him getting knocked out by Duarte because he can take a shot. 1 and 2, he has very good feet, so the defense is on point. Are you okay? Okay. Look, I hope you didn't go live on the Casual Corner because then I'm about to wrap this up anyway, since nobody's hitting the link. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. And on that card, we have the return of some of you all's favorites. Yeah. One Regis Prograis against Mr. Jojo Diaz Jr. Ain't that interesting? Ain't that freaking interesting, y'all? Yeah, I don't know. Look, I told y'all earlier. Tony Harrison can go somewhere and sit down, and so can Regis and JoJo. Hey, it's a fight. I'm gonna watch that one for sure too. Let me see if anybody else notables on the card. I'm not. Joshua Edwards. Yeah, y'all, the heavyweight, the American heavyweight. He's 3-0. Former, I don't know that he's an Olympian. He definitely has a storied amateur. It ain't super long, but let's see. He participated in the 2024. Either way, look, I know Michael. He gets down with Josh. Yeah. I get down with Josh. Joshua Edwards will be fighting on that card. So, Sims is gonna have to move that head and fight his fight, and I believe he will. 903, absolutely, I do. So, y'all, I had to get my ish off. I didn't really have many in the chat tonight, and that's fine. I thank everybody though who is rocking out with me. I appreciate y'all very, very, very much. Ant didn't ever answer me, because if not, Ant needs to put his he is a problem. Ant needs to put his channel in the chat too. The Casual Corner, a very nice, quiet place to watch film study. Okay. It's no drama. It's no, look at pop up. How you doing, Ed? Oh, it's good.
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you? I had to click the link. I see it was down there in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Nobody clicked it, so I figured I might as well oblige.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you might as well oblige and put that Casual Corner link in the chat too for the good people.
Nah.
Okay, 903, I hear that. No. Well, look, I done told y'all today. He trying to hide. He trying to keep it like the best kept secret.
And there we go. Anonymity. I like to just pop up.
That's okay. I just pop up. Yeah. Yeah, you like Josh too, because he's not just because he's from Houston. Yeah, Josh is good. He's nice. And he's only gonna get better under Ronnie Shields. So yeah. I like Mr. Josh Edwards. I know you've seen Josh. What you think about him?
I like Joshua Edwards.
Rocky.
I was actually doing a search the other day on who do we have in the U.S. as far as heavyweights are concerned.
Right.
It's looking pretty bleak.
It's slim. It is. And it doesn't help when these guys are babies.
Yeah.
And he ain't gonna get
rise to the cracks.
That may be him though. I tell you what, he ain't gonna get moved like no Moses Atuma. Not being on Top Rank, you know. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, he is on Top Rank, but this fight is under Golden Boy. He is on Top Rank, right? Yeah. And the only thing is with Top Rank, well, again, we know that they have to find their place wherever that's gonna be, their landing spot. But he said,
Oscar Duarte on.
huh?
I said I got Oscar Duarte on right now.
Yeah, okay. Well, you need to just go on and go live with that, because yeah, we've watched Oscar Duarte. I watched Oscar on your channel when he was
Yeah,
fighting.
we did. We did.
Did he fight Joe Cordina? No.
No, it wasn't Joe Cordina he was fighting. I'm trying to remember who Oscar was fighting. It might have been Ryan Garcia. It was around the same time though, because Joe Cordina was fighting Edwin Vasquez.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Cordina was fighting that. Yeah. You're right.
they were fighting around the same time frame.
Is he
I'm just trying to see if Oscar's gotten any better because his feet were
horrible?
Listen, I didn't want to say horrible.
I'll say it.
You know me. I like to speak euphemistically.
I'll say it for you. His feet were trash. No, let me stop.
I'll just say that his hands and his feet weren't on the same accord. I'll say that much.
That's true.
They were incongruent. They were misaligned.
Yeah, that's true.
He's throwing the right hand. The back foot is coming forward. He's inadvertently southpaw.
It's discombobulation. That's what it's called. You know what's so funny too?
They're not on the same page.
That's the first time he got knocked out too. That was with against Ryan. Ryan knocked him out.
Yeah. I think that might have been his first loss too, if I'm not mistaken. I got to double check.
No, it was his second.
No, that was his second loss. Okay, yeah, it was his second. His first loss was a split decision versus a general by the name of Adrian Estrella.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was in 2019. And going by the cards, it looked like it was a close fight. I hadn't watched that fight. I got to go check that one out. But I have seen several of his fights. I've seen his fight versus Alex Martin. I saw the D'Angelo Keys fight.
I can't remember which fight
he actually Javier Franco fight.
Yeah. Oh, he fought
the D'Angelo Keys fight.
Yeah, he did fight Madueño. I don't think I watched that. That was the last one. I don't think I watched that fight.
That was his last fight. That was on YouTube. It wasn't a big card. It was on YouTube.
I know. I had intentions of fighting it because Madueño. He fought a couple of dudes that I
a couple of notable names.
Yeah, well, one of them really ain't notable, but I feel like he did not win that fight. But
one of the most notable guys in boxing right now, the Dragon himself, Steve Claggett.
Hey man, I don't think people understand how freaking crafty Claggett is.
Steve Claggett can fight.
Yeah, man. T.O. need to go and hang up the gloves, man. Claggett, oof. Okay. No, it was Justin Paldo he won against that I didn't agree with.
Was that on Pro Box?
Yeah.
That's probably on Pro Box.
Yeah, and then he fought Keyshawn Davis after that. So, yeah. But okay.
He showed a lot of toughness in that Keyshawn Davis fight. He was getting hit with some clean stuff.
He did, but I felt like he gave Keyshawn some good work too. Because I felt like when I was watching the fight, I mean, he hit Keyshawn with something. I thought Keyshawn wanted to sit down for a second, but he held on. He held on because I just know I saw them legs just go. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
He fights like that though.
Madueño is rough, rugged, and raw. That's a dude that's going to keep coming forward.
28 knockouts in 31 fights.
He's like a drone. He's a robot. He is a fighting robot.
Yeah, Oscar Duarte is a fighting robot with bad feet. Yeah. But Kenny Sims, yeah. I have him winning that fight. Just outboxing him.
Likewise. I believe he'll be able to get it done that way.
Outboxing him?
Well.
That's all he can do.
By my definition of outboxing, though, I don't think outboxing is just stay on the outside and I think you could outbox him in a sense of Duarte likes to get on the inside. I think that Kenneth Sims is the more technical fighter.
He is.
From range, mid-range, inside, wherever you want it. I think he's more technically sound by Oscar Duarte considerably.
Yeah, that's why I said if you like
Oscar Duarte is a challenge though.
If you like a Shushu, then you would like him. And when I said outbox, I didn't mean like on the outside either.
Yeah.
But yeah. He's an all-around good boxer, good feet, good hands, can box in and out. Yeah. So that's definitely a fight I am not trying to miss. I don't know if there's any other fights going on this weekend,
And physically strong too. That's the other thing about Kenneth Sims. He has good physical strength too. Because he's one of those guys where he's not
yeah, he does, but
he's not a big puncher, but when you see him fight on the inside, he's able to control things. He can hold himself down.
Yeah,
he got
control mechanisms. And that's why I say he could take some shots. He could take some shots.
Yeah.
Definitely, like he's a good all-around fighter, well-rounded even, but he just lacks the actual power of the knockout, which is fine. That don't bother me. As long as they don't try to rob that man, then I'll be good. That's the last thing I want to see. Then there was that fight today, and I didn't get a chance to watch it. Vargas and Higa, that card that happened in Japan this morning.
Which one? The one that had Taraji on it.
Yeah,
Taraji. Yeah, I watched it.
I didn't get to watch it because I had grandbaby.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch it. Eric Rosa and Takami.
Oh my Lord, man! Rosa, aka Mini Pac-Man, that dude, he got worked out.
What a name, man! You said he got worked out.
He got worked out.
Oh well, I am looking at the results here, but
yeah, it was a stoppage. It was a TKO.
Yeah, I see. It's the I was gonna say it's the only one on the card.
He was trying to hold it down, though. I ain't gonna short the man.
I saw some of it, but then, like I said, grandbaby was not trying to take a nap today. So as soon as I would really get down and start trying to watch it, and then I think I saw when the tides turned a little bit, and then she got to fussing, and I was like, okay, we just ain't gonna watch this card today. We have to watch this tonight. So I'll be watching.
He definitely came through with Thug Life tatted across his belly.
Oh damn!
And he held it down. He got outworked. He got outboxed, but he showed a lot of heart. He showed a lot of determination. Because there were a couple of times where it felt like the fight should have been stopped.
Yeah.
And he just bit down and kept fighting. So he did not go gently into the night.
To that good night. I'm trying to see if there's other stuff on. I mean, it looks like Saturday there is another card on the Zone. But
the return of the Rougarou.
That's going to be the undercard of.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, how you feel about the return of the Rougarou?
I don't. I guess you weren't listening. You clicked on. Yeah, him and JoJo. Like I'm not. I said I'm watching it, obviously, but I'm not excited. No.
I'm excited about that.
Are you? I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't.
Because I think it'll be a good fight. I think it'll be a good fight based on where both guys are.
Where they are, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes those are the best fights.
Maybe. You know what? Let me look on the bright side of things. Yeah, you could be right. You could be right there. I'm
saying, when you got those guys that are at a crossroads, and then stylistically, neither one has a huge physical advantage. Like JoJo doesn't have crazy reach.
No, we know
Regis Prograis doesn't have the craziest of reaches. So these guys are gonna have to be in there like
T-Rex arms, T-Rex, T-Rex, yeah.
If you will. So naturally these guys, they gotta go for what they know. They gotta go for the gusto. If it were the other way around, where it's like you have one guy who is enjoying a huge significant advantage, physically, and then the other guy was at a disadvantage physically, then the bigger guy might keep the other guy on the outside, or if one guy's feet were significantly faster than others, then the other guy would be able to just keep him at bay and just move around and pretty much circumvent the ring. But
Yeah.
I don't see that being the case because both of those guys, JoJo's a smaller guy,
Yeah,
coming
they
up to 140. Or I think this might be a second fight at 140 because he got stopped a couple months ago by Duarte.
I'm trying to see. Let's see that card. And then I want to ask you about another one.
He fought Duarte recently and got stopped. I think that was his last fight.
Yeah, and this fight is too. It's a
2020. Well, that was a year ago, 2024. Oh no. Pardon me. I'm sorry, JoJo. Let me give you your respect.
No, he's fought.
He fought as recent as June.
But it was still these. Well, I guess it could still been at 40. But that last one looks like it was definitely at 35.
It's at 135, yeah.
But the next one is at super light. Their bout will be at super light, so it'll be at 140. What do you think about this though? Lubin and
Lubin?
Yeah. Or would you rather see Mercitalia fight other champions, which is what he said he wanted? He said he wants, he don't want nothing but another title holder.
Lubin's fought himself in a position.
I know.
And I think that if Mertazaliev would have fight him and be successful, I think it would be a credible defense. We need more of that nowadays. You know, these guys, they win these titles, a lot of times vacant titles, because the previous title holder vacated and then just moved on to the next division. It's crazy. You know?
Well, he got plenty of guys at that at 54 that would now, new Xander, Fundora.
Yeah.
Who's the other?
Xander, Fundora.
Let me see. Super well.
Mertazaliev is the IBF.
Okay, and it still
I
says
think Bud is still the WBA.
Bud has WBA. But Yoenis Telias is right there. The interim. So
They're probably going to upgrade him in the event that Bud uses that WBA to move up to 168 and challenge Canelo and so forth. Even though, that fight is already signed and sealed. But that's probably what they'll end up doing. They'll probably end up upgrading him. So for all intents and purposes, we could say Yoenis Tellez is the WBA champion.
That's what I've been saying and feeling, to be honest. If he were to fight anybody, it would be Abbas Baru. Hey, Stefan, how you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Hanging in here, man.
That's what's up.
That dog going crazy. He said, woof, woof. Yeah, so, any of those fighters, if you can't get them in the ring, you might as well stay busy. I saw him on X, formerly known as Twitter.
It is the Twitter.
Complaining about inactivity and guys not wanting to fight him. Eric Lubin, the Hammer, he's fought himself in a position.
And he deserves
I
a
believe
shot.
that he's a formidable guy. Why not fight him?
He deserves a shot for sure. To me, I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
How you doing, Steph? How you feeling?
I'm a little tired. I've been a little rehab today. I got hurt on the job about a month ago. So
man.
A little rehab and just running errands. So just a little exhausted, but I'm good, man. I'm good. What's up, man?
Chilling, man.
What y'all talking about? Boots?
No, I didn't.
We're talking about Mertazaliev versus Eric Lubin.
Okay.
No, you like that fight? Or do you think Mertazaliev should fight another title holder like he wants?
In the words of L-Dub Boxing, boxing is just not about murder anymore. So it's about how your team moves you and what they can do for you. So that probably seems like that's the best they can do with Lubin right now. Super welterweight's kind of an interesting division. It's always been interesting. Many people can kind of take over whomever. I need to see more from Baki, so I don't mind this fight with him. I heard you earlier, Shaw, when you were talking about him and Zayas getting in there, as in Xander's got a style for him.
Mhm.
I need to see more from Xander. I'm very highly critical of him too.
I was too.
Yeah, well, he still sucks to me. But Baki can punch going backwards a little bit, so I see him clipping Zayas, and
since when? What fight did you see that in?
When he beat up my boy Zoo.
We gotta watch that, because my whole breakdown. Well, this was almost a year ago, if not more. That was what he struggled with.
Yeah,
going backwards and people turning him. His footwork.
His feet are a little shaky.
We gonna have to
again. I need to see more of him. So he's getting another similar style with Lubin. Kind of, Lubin shows no fear, so he's gonna press him. He's able to box, but he will press him. So
absolutely, that's why I think Lubin can beat him, and I absolutely believe Lubin deserves that shot.
Yeah. So I'm not mad at that matchup. I want to see more of that.
I'm scared to ask.
When he's pressed, he throws. I notice when he's pressed, when somebody comes forward on him, more often than not, he throws the left hook. That's the first punch he throws. Because I was watching this fight I was watching this fight with Jack Koke. Actually, I might have it up on the other tab right now. I was watching that fight, and I was watching the Tim Tszyu fight, and I watched another fight that he had that was on Top Rank. Can't remember what the gentleman's name was that he was facing, but yeah, he does not really box well going backwards. His footwork is a tad bit clunky. He's another one of those guys where when
is that one that I
broke? The Koke fight was last year.
What about? Let me ask you this, Ant. Because you said he throws that left hook. Is it what am I trying to say? Is it how's he telegraph it? Meaning, like, does he throw it in different punch variations? Is it looping? No. Is it straight?
Singular shot.
It's a looping shot. It's a looping shot, a single shot. Another thing I noticed with him too is a lot of times when he throws his right hand, even if you watch him train, I was watching a clip recently. He was working with one of his trainers on the pads. When he throws his right hand, the back foot comes forward. And he squares himself up. Now, what I do like about it is he compensates for this by just using a throwaway jab. So he'll throw his right hand, he'll fall in, square up, and then he'll just throw a jab to kind of just occupy his opponent so they don't catch him out of position.
I see.
Look, here's this. Let's see. Here's the Koke fight right in here. Let's see if we can see something real quick. Let's see if we can see something real quick, like.
Look, right when he got pressed, he threw the left hook. That was the first punch he threw. There it is again.
Bad. Yeah. Look at yucky. And I'm
telling you right there, when he falls in, when he throws his right hand, he'll throw the jab horrible. Just to occupy the space.
I just seen that too. He just did that. He threw a right hook and then tried to throw a jab. Yep. Horrible.
Because his feet are a little.
His feet are slower than his hands. So
they definitely.
But that's how he fought Zeus. So I mean, that looks about normal.
Well, but here's the thing that when I did my film study, when I did a breakdown on him, a smaller man, if you could see how Koke's smaller, If you could actually press him up against the ropes too, oh, he's really at a standstill. Like Lubin can eat this up for me personally. I believe he does not do well with small guys who press.
But you know what, Shaw? I mean, I'm looking at, like it's his, and that's why I asked Ant that questions. His after shots, and meaning like he seems to almost be so loopy. You could get hit behind the head and not really know it, and that's how he seems to fight. He's all over the place. He's all over the place. Talking about
He is. He's definitely, and I mean this is no disrespect to Bachman, because he's a dangerous guy. Clearly, like if those punches land, they do damage. He's got nice pop on his punches, but his feet are going one way, his hands going another way. That was the thing I noticed.
And he's over in the pressure. He's overreaching in his look at that. His hooks, his jet, like what is that? That's not good form at all. He's not, I mean, it's like almost everything kind of goes out the window. You're not focused on being accurate. You're just swinging back. It's not good.
You know where Tenzu messed up?
Where?
All right, so like I was saying, if you peep, nearly every time he gets pressed, the punch that he reacts with, more often than not, is the left hook, right? Tenzu, when he throws his left hand, he pulls his right hand back. And the whole vacancy. Yeah. And it's happened in multiple fights. If you look, when he went to go press Fundora in the rematch, he threw a left hook. Fundora countered with a straight left, right down the pipe. He tried to press Bachram. He fired a left hook. Bachram threw the left hook.
Tim is like he's not as good as it. He's not as good. What am I trying to say? He's not as good at doing it, but he tries to do that thing that Shakur does, where he uses his upper body movement and just literally just sits back. He just kind of just
totally
like
falling
that.
over.
Kind of go like that, but he got caught. He gets caught every time. So what are you doing, man? Again, he just goes back like that.
You know who else I talked about earlier?
Falling in right there.
Rohan Polanco too. And I don't know if it was his left, but every time he's throwing it too, he's dropping. Maybe he's throwing the right and he's dropping the left. Like that. Apparently, a lot of these guys are doing that.
Yeah, a lot of these guys.
And he has to square up. Well, he doesn't have to square up, but he definitely has to plant his feet to get shots off. Like
that's laziness, guys.
I had the Rohan Polanco Quentin Randall fight up on another tab, and I was looking at it, and I was
appalled. Let me stop. I'm telling you, Quentin got him out his bag. Quentin got him out his bag. He stopped cussing and fussing and taunting and everything that he does.
And Quentin Randall versus Brian Norman Jr., I was noticing the difference between the two. With Brian Norman Jr., he was able to take shit and turn it into fertilizer. Like wherever he would fall in, just like his head placement. Like we were watching it the other day. Put it right in the middle of his chest, tuck his arm up, get on the inside, frame him up, boom, boom, work on the inside.
Yep.
Polanco
frame one of them hands.
And then Quentin Randall was just tying him up, and now you got to wait for the ref to break.
Speaking of that, look, since we own it, let me see if I can find that because who was Brian fighting?
Hey, I haven't seen Firefox in a minute.
Hey man, I gotta do the Firefox. It was Brian Norman Jr. fighting. Is it Cordina maybe? Norman versus Cordina. Oh, it might help if I spell Norman, huh? Because he did the same thing, Correa. I want to say this may be the fight.
When he was placing his head on the guy's chest inside the arm.
Yeah. Maybe it's not it because he was young, like this young.
It's one of those things where if you watch it the night of, it feels like it's sloppy. It feels like he's smothering. But then when you go back and you look and you see how frequently he does it, like, okay, he's doing this intentionally.
Yeah, that's what made me say I totally misread this man, and he's been doing this. Now, does Salita come after you for playing their videos? Do you know?
Salita, I know Top Rank usually does it.
They don't.
If you can find a Top Rank video, Top Rank, they generally don't.
This Corey is on Salita Promotions.
I'm trying to think if I had an issue with Salita. It's mainly DAZN, honestly. It's DAZN and then
DAZN don't play.
PDC. Yeah, DAZN they're not playing.
DAZN got rid of my buddy's channel
But
years ago.
if you can find a version of it that's already online,
Daily Motion,
published by somebody else.
Daily
Like,
Motion.
for example, I got Oscar Duarte versus Miguel Medrano up here, right? It's the full fight, but it's posted by Boxing Box Boxeo. So I mean, clearly this person, they have clearance.
Oh, you mean Quentin Randall, Jen Sasaki, Santillan, Correa.
A good clean.
Oh, I love Daily Motion.
Oh, whoa! But it's on ESPN. It's Top Rank. You said Top Rank.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Top Rank usually they won't clip the stream. Worst come to worst, Top Rank, they'll just put a copyright claim on it.
I ain't got enough people to give a damn about.
I kind of like this ref, Mark Nelson. He usually
I like him too. He's somebody who hasn't had no
issues
going on.
much. Yeah.
Let's see. How long ago was the Correa?
This was a minute.
This is forever ago. It's an 8-rounder. This is like maybe his fifth, sixth fight.
It's a minute ago.
Yeah. This shit was like sparring match.
This ain't the fight anyway. I just wanted to see what the hell he looked like.
Oh, he's getting his feet off from under him, getting wet.
Speaking of feet, where's the flat-footed fighter they be talking about?
You can't be listening to them, shall
Yeah, but the thing is, being flat-footed is not necessarily a bad thing, you know.
I'm not saying it is, but they just be lying.
Because he's moving, obviously.
Like,
Look at him.
Folks equate flat feet to bad feet. Like, you got some guys who got flat feet where their position is good. That matters more than anything. Because you could be up on the ball of your feet. If you got horrible position, it don't matter if you on the ball of your feet or if you flat-footed. And then quite a few fighters are able to go in between.
They clip you for a few minutes for copyrights, then the live comes back after a moment. Look, I ain't never seen that in the live come back. 2 cent. Interesting.
I wonder maybe just show a little bit, Shaw, and then
and then pause it.
Yeah, and come back.
Or even the speed. Change up the speed.
Yeah,
ESPN generally they don't mess with you. Yeah, I could agree with that.
That was our last fight.
Definitely has like a wide base at times.
Man, my boy was at that fight.
At this one?
Yeah.
But then you got some guys that use a narrow base, 2 cents, like.
See how he's just taking
Francis Bartholomew.
Like, dog, wrap up.
He didn't look good at all, though, anyway.
No, he was done right there. They should have stopped the fight right there. Look at it, right there.
Yeah, look how he's looking at him like, you just you just gonna do me like that? Yes, I'm gonna do you like that. Yeah, it just goes downhill from there.
That was the second knockdown too.
Was it?
Yeah.
walked to the corner all gingerly.
Was that Ginger? I look like a drunk to me. A little drunk.
Nobody up in there, man. Amazon.
You said nobody was up in there?
Oh, Tim Zoo.
I thought I was on
That's my
Bakram's
guy, Ant.
page.
Not the soul taker.
I thought I was on Bakram's actual page.
He just.
Because you said he had something on there, or basically he was talking.
I guess I'm talking. That's it. I don't know what to say about him, man. I guess he got exposed, man.
He was talking stuff.
He just got beat up.
You did. But I know, at least with the two, I'm thinking of Janabek, because they're finalizing that Adames fight for him. Thank God.
Yeah, position is most important. 2 cents. Can you be in range to generate offense, but also be at a comfortable range to transition to defense?
Well,
some of these guys with these quote unquote quick feet, they put themselves so far out of range they can't even count them. I'm like, what's the use in that?
Oh.
Well, I don't have to even. No. How do I get rid of them? Oh, stop sharing. Duh.
Motion. What's
man.
I said, what is Daily Motion again?
It's just video site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, similar to YouTube, except there are far less restrictions on there. Not saying that there's anything crazy going on over there, but as far as boxing is concerned, there are quite a few channels like Boxing Fights where they upload full videos.
They do full ones on here.
And these people, man, these people who run these pages, they have fights that aren't on YouTube.
Old fights
in their entirety. Yep.
Really?
Yeah, obscure fights. I mean, sometimes it's stuff you won't.
What
I think
about
this
the
is
older
what
stuff,
broke his
like
hand.
HBO stuff.
Yeah, that would be old fights. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, again, you're probably more hit and miss. It seemed like these newer fights, they've been good with getting them on.
And they generally have stuff up there the next day too, even on the pay-per-views.
Yeah, or the same night I've seen.
Yeah,
I know one time I missed the fight and I was like, let me just try Daily Motion. It was on there. I was like, okay.
Between them and that Asian site, I can't remember the name of the Asian site.
Bicky. No.
It's like Billy or something.
Billy. That's it, Billy. And I could never figure out how to get on there because my Firefox wouldn't translate the freaking.
That's how I found Idols versus David Morrell, because they didn't have that on YouTube at all.
Yeah, you can't find that nowhere.
They hid that.
Yeah, This is where he broke his hand.
They swept it under the rug like nothing, like it never occurred.
Yeah, this is where he broke his hand. The right hand, I think, in this one. And he had to take.
I'm excited to see Frank Martin come back. Random.
Me too. Absolutely.
Because he's going to be with Buddy McGirt. Buddy McGirt is a hell of a fighter. He's a great trainer, but I love watching Buddy McGirt fight.
That's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be, I don't know. You know how I feel about your first fight with a trainer, though. We're going to have to see. Because I still feel like, and I know it took me to go back and really watch it. I don't like what Derek James did with Lisa Baumgardner. I didn't. I feel like he took out the slick fighter. He tried to turn into a standard boxer. The hands forward, high guard, where she used to have a low guard, kind of lean back her weight on her back foot. Like, I don't know. I didn't like it. And then I looked, and I said I watched it again. I didn't like the shot she was taking to the face, man, from homegirl. That's not usually how that should go down with her. Like, I don't know.
He's supposed to be fighting Ransom Bartholomew, 2 cents.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We should just kind of, was implementing to me, Shower, that is. Some things were implemented with her.
Yeah.
And she just realized she just had to go through the fire, because old girl was tagging her up. So she was like, F it and just go for broke, I thought.
I think the old style, though, would have been more conducive to that style that what's her face came with. I forgot her name.
That's a close fight, though.
Jennifer Miranda.
Miranda.
Because again, that lady was tagging her, and those are scoring points. In my opinion.
Saw it too.
No, she was getting tagged for sure, but I believe a lot of the reason why she was getting tagged was because she wasn't listening to Derrick James. He was telling her to work behind the jab. She was trying to load up and throw these big shots.
Yeah, but
telling her, just break her down, just work behind the jab, and then the opportunities will present themselves.
That would work if that was her style. Because she didn't. Okay, put it like this: has she fought in her other? Remember, she used to come from down here with her jab. She used to come from
jab.
So now she's here. So I mean, again, it's that first fight with a new trainer. You're in a different style, really. So she probably wasn't listening too well. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Speedy Rashidi has great feet. Still got clipped. That's who I want to see Norman fight too. Speedy. Still, I would like that.
That's a sparring session with him and Jaleel Hackett. Speedy was getting busy.
Jaleel is moving up to super welter, ain't he? Should be.
He should be. He's got nice size on him. I've seen him in person.
Big boy.
we did the meet and greet down there in Philadelphia. He pulled up. He's a very nice guy. Him and his dad and the rest of the family, like his mom and stuff. Very nice people. But I was looking at him, I'm like, I don't know how the hell he makes 147 pounds.
My husband used to love Kimbo Slice. The backyard.
He did love Kimbo.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one specifically.
Not to like Kimbo.
Yeah, I could probably go up there and catch him watching them. That backyard. Yeah, man. Versus
I watch that shit too.
Boxing. He'll watch that before he watch any of this any day. He'd be like, whatever.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, man, my daughter. It is.
The guy who hosts the event, his name is Scarface.
His hand is broke right here.
And
Scarface.
His backyard.
Yeah. Now they be on the go because they be in like a park or something now, right? It looks like it's like you could just see a bunch of trees. I think that's Street Beefs because there's a couple of different ones now, but I think that is still Street Beefs.
I love Street Beefs though.
They have the black surround with the fence, right?
Yeah, there's a guy, and sometimes they do MMA.
Yeah, I think they moved it to this area, maybe like somewhere in the woods, because all you see is a bunch of trees in the background.
That's in somebody's backyard. It's called Satan's backyard. That's out in Virginia.
That's how it used to be, but now, no, this is some open area now. I think that's Street Beast. I'm gonna have to make sure. Kimbo Slice was up the road from. Oh wow! Oh, I know he is a hood lady.
God bless him.
Yeah. Rest in peace, because
do you think it's
we lost him short before COVID? Yeah, we lost him long ago, actually.
We lost who?
Talking about Kimbo.
His hand is broke right here already. That right hand.
Man, that's interesting. 2 cents. It's hard to pinpoint. It's hard to pinpoint, and that's what makes a trainer's job somewhat convoluted. It can be complex because you got to know your charge, who's under your tutelage, and how to get to them. Like, this is one of the best books I've read about coaching. Hold on. While we speaking of hood legends, you know what I mean? We got the hood legend right here. This man right here by the name of Pat Riley. Hood legend.
He's a hood legend.
Yeah,
He
he's a
is.
hood
He
legend,
is.
man.
He is. You know what I like about him,
You know
Ant?
what Chris Rock
He was.
said? He led more black men to the promised land. He should have been the leader, the president of the NAACP.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. My uncle was actually
Yeah, okay.
of the Dallas chapter, but
Yeah.
no, I'm a big Pat Riley fan too, and he's the man.
Yeah.
He's the man. I liked him because he was never afraid to tell people no.
The Player Within is a fantastic book, and in this book, they have a chapter where he talks about inheriting that Showtime Lakers team from Paul Westphal. And what he did was he made all of these players take inventory of just the small things. And then they put a system in place to track these things. And in doing so, it resulted in tangible results. So, for example, let's say if a certain guy wanted to increase their rebound numbers, their goal wasn't necessarily to be, all right, we're going to get X amount of rebounds per game. It's we're going to track down more loose balls. And then we're going to see how that shows up on film. So just by virtue of having a process, the process itself lends itself to getting the results. So to relate that to what 2 Cents is saying about, a fighter's total buy-in, all right, what's the end goal here? What are we looking to improve on? Is it the ring generalship? Is it the defense? Is it the offense? Like with Homegirl, with Alicia Bumgarner, I feel like if she was listening to Derrick James, she could have been as impressive and won in the emphatic fashion that she wanted to win in. Because it's like, yo, just work behind your jab. Because then now your jab, it works in a multitude of ways. One instance, you could be stabilizing your opponent. You could also use it as bait. Because, Alethea wants to throw the right hand, right? So throw your jab out there and just get her to react to it. And then now you're countering her reaction.
Okay, but still, okay. So is that her tapping into Derrick's style, or clearly she did? Clearly she tapped into his style. He did not fit his style to her. You know what I mean?
She didn't though, because she didn't use the jab the way that he was asking her to do it.
Because I don't know. I absolutely agree with what you're saying, but she wasn't even fighting in her initial original style. So I feel like, again, that's why I said I feel like he changed the style she's fighting in. He's turned her into a classic boxing style instead of a slick boxer. So she's adapting to what he wants. He did not come in and adapt to how she fights. He changed her guard. He changed how she is mobile in the I think personally, a good coach shouldn't absolutely change somebody's original style. I mean, not to say that it can't be done, but why not work with what she was already doing?
But you know what, Sean?
Like he's fighting with a low lead hand, right? And she doesn't necessarily exhibit a lot of head movement. You don't think it would behoove her to get her lead hand up?
Absolutely.
Maybe have a more conventional guard, because she's fighting with a lead hand down. She doesn't move. She doesn't really move her head like that.
Let's see.
But I think you're both right. But at the same time, you have to be able to follow instruction. and get the best benefit of that, because your trainer has the eyes on you and the fight itself and what's enduring in actuality. So whatever style you're trying to implement, at least take the instruction on what someone else can see what your opposing opponent is doing.
Okay, but this right here. Yeah, I mean, again, and at the end of the day, you're right, Steph, because she actually chose him, and she obviously chose to buy into however he was going to train her, right? Whether she went in there and exhibited what she was taught or not, she did obviously make a choice. So,
but she could be slick had she just followed up with the examples that Ant gave behind the jab. You could take a break. You could pause it. You could set something up. You could use it for defense. She wants to use the right hand, right? You have to set that up. Listen to what your instructor is giving you. I say that because I'd be at work and my mentor come and check on me sometime, and I like to do everything my way. I'll admit. But he will come and offer me something, and sometimes it takes 2 and 3 times for me to get it through my head. And then what I'll do is I'll take what he gave to me and use it. And before you know it, I'm done with my project, or I've gotten some extensive work done on what I'm working on. So you have to listen. You really have to listen. And I think we all see a lot of boxers, men and women, falter in that area.
True. Let me see. I think this is a very old fight because she has a mid-range guard there.
She's 23 years old.
But who is this? I don't know. She something's missing from her game. I can't. No, I guess it's my
gas tank is. She actually did it this fight.
That's my nice way of saying, I just don't think she's all that. But
a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. And that's our choice.
And that's fine.
Yeah. I ain't nothing wrong with that. Who is this lady she's fighting? This is only a 6-rounder. This is an old fight, huh? That looked like the lady who fought Clarissa. No, it don't. Kinda.
She's a junior welterweight, right?
Lightweight
or junior lightweight.
She's a super feather now.
Who's in that division?
Isn't what's her name in there?
Elizabeth.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she don't want to see my girl out of Nigeria.
She don't want to see Nigeria,
though. Nah, she ain't trying to see it. Elizabeth
is she coming? She coming and it ain't gonna.
Who's fighting this week too?
Who's
fighting this week?
Who else?
I'm excited about that. She's fighting. No, not this week. She's fighting 2 weeks from now.
Who is Elizabeth?
Nah, Mizuki Haruta.
Ooh.
Oh, she just fought, didn't she?
Yeah, she's fighting again though.
Okay. Yeah. Delphine. I ain't never heard of Miyamoto. We have to see who she is. Bedouin, I know who that is. Elizabeth Ashoba is number 5. You can't. You can't run nowhere. How did Miranda fell just to 6? She didn't fall a little further.
Yeah, I can see that too, sis, but I believe it's the Derrick James style, where it's rooted in fundamentals and just mastering the rudimentary aspects of boxing.
Hey, I agree.
High guard, work behind the jab.
Because it took
basic
Joan Guzman to come in for Charlo, man. I don't know. I agree. But okay, here's one. Frank Martin. I don't feel like Frank Martin's style he had prior to Derrick James. I don't feel like it changed greatly. He still had the same feel. So I feel like Derrick James adapted to Frank in that case. But I don't see wrinkles when I look at Derek James. Like no extra nuance to these fighters. They just, I mean, that's just my opinion. But
No, that's a. Let me build off of that, actually, Sean. I think that's a good example that Derek kind of confounded to what Frank was doing, and in my opinion, all I think he wanted him to do was kind of just speed things up, because I pretty much have seen most of Frank's fights. He was really patient early on, and then when he kind of experienced, whether it be adversity or again his trainer wanted to speed things up, then he'll try to get you up out of there with just brute strength. So I think Derek just wanted to speed him up a little bit, because he's a natural counter puncher, and frankly could we all know he can come forward, but he really likes to box off the back foot.
he definitely implemented that great jab. Derek's gonna do that if nothing else.
It's the best punch in boxing.
I was trying to see.
Frank had some really nice feet too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I say. But he didn't. I think he had decent feet before. Like Derek didn't change that at all.
No, and I believe some of that probably comes from his wrestling background.
Being athletic.
Yeah, because Frank was highly touted as a wrestler in the state of Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
And football player.
They got really old fights for her. 2018, 2019. Here's Delphine. But see, that didn't last long at all. To see. Because he wasn't with her with the Delphine Pursuit fight, right? Not yet.
No, this is her first fight with him, this last fight she did.
They don't got a lot of her fights on here. And this one didn't last long enough to gauge any damn thing, because they had a headbutt.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Delphine act like she's the one who was all leaned forward. No, this was the one that was in an obscure place in Atlanta where the seats were supposedly $10,000 a pop.
What? That sounds like gambling.
I don't know about all that, but
I meant kind of like people were
in there,
just a certain amount, and certain people were in there.
Yeah, it is. It was a very small arena, if that's what we want to call it. I don't think it was an arena. It looked. Here we go. Yeah, it was very small. Really? Is that what we're doing? I think she still absolutely had her style here. Is that Coach Rail look like, huh? Right there. It ain't him, it's that other guy that looks like him.
Is that Brinks TV?
I say, yeah, better ring this up. Brinks TV. What is this?
Brinks TV. Yeah, look how small the room is. Look how small the flipping room is. $10,000 a seat. That's craziness. I don't even know who threw this.
Super Bowl ticket prices right there. That's crazy.
Who pays that to go see Alicia Baumgartner? That's no knock to her.
I'm saying, there's a certain type of person in there for that.
You see, Delphine is another one who leans forward, and I think that's why she ended up, with the headbutt. But that said, Alicia was falling in too a little bit. But look, so her hand isn't low. It's that mid guard again.
You know what else I see with her too, though? I see some footwork problems with her. Kind of like with
absolutely.
Her feet need to catch up with her hand speed in this case, because they're pretty good and they're good enough to do so. But she's doing what Devin does a little bit, where she's her hands are good enough, but she wants to use her feet to get in and out of trouble. And she's more worried about that.
And it's not a sure foot though.
Yeah, it's not.
That's my thing with Devin and his old style. We'll say since we've seen the new footwork. I don't know if this goes forward or not, but it's not
I
a
think
sure step.
for me, like Devin's honestly, like his best work to me was when he had Ben Davidson in his corner. He fought pretty good. Like that Devin, that version of Devin fought really good. Like honestly perfect to me. Like you really couldn't be hating on it.
I'm just looking at her feet.
She drop her right there?
She hit her and she fell over, but look at the crap on her goddamn RoboCop leg. Like,
I mean, that was my next thing. I was like, is this girl even healthy? She's injured. That's nuts.
dude, that's the first thing I saw when I watched this fight. I'm like, why would you? It's one thing to have the little thin, stretchy band. You got a whole mechanism. Look at this.
Yo. Oh, no, that's a knockdown.
Yeah, it is a knockdown. But
that's a knockdown.
I'm just like, does that thing on her leg help? The fact she looked like with that damn thing? Jose Benavidez.
That's crazy.
I'll be calling AB a boxer puncher, a pure boxer. Oh.
No, that ain't real.
He was boxer puncher at smaller weights, but he just became a boxer.
I think he's talking about Alicia Bumgarner.
Is she a boxer
puncher? I don't even know how to classify.
Gilbert Arenas is
Oh man. Yeah.
It happens as a trainer. You have to adapt as well. That's why it drove me nuts when DJ would say he doesn't watch film until his fighter has a fight. I didn't believe that though.
Cap. Yeah, that's cap.
I didn't believe that because Derek James has been caught at fights, scouting and stuff. So it's like, and then remember when he was saying that, and then they did one of them all accesses. And he was sitting in there watching freaking Bud. It's like, dude, you watch film. Quit playing. And we know EJ said he did. So,
right. Yeah, I think most people are lying when they say that.
I think Derek just didn't want to give away his hand to be like, yeah, I watch film.
For sure.
I don't know if everybody does though. When they say
the majority though, I mean, like, 'cause you kind of have to. I mean, like, you can't just walk up in there and like, oh.
And some of these dudes fight like they do though.
Yeah, that exists for sure, and that's why they lose. We ain't looking for them.
Oh man, this leg is horrible, Delphine.
It is.
You can't even freaking maneuver. You can't get out of the way. What would make you go ahead and take the? Yeah, I'll go with this RoboCop leg. Look at him. Alicia look. Never mind.
Just
look at you. She
probably got hurt like in camp though.
They both swinging it there. Aye.
Alicia just don't want to get hit at all. And Delphine's got a long reach too, though.
You know what? You may be right there, Steph. All that swimming right there.
I'm just saying her style, like how she's fighting.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You may be right. Now that's one thing to get off the line and to throw your rear.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's different. But some of the other stuff he's saying, it almost seems true. Like she definitely just don't want to get hit. But in doing so, you're not getting good work off.
Right. That's smothering your work.
Right, she didn't even smother. She's just.
I just meant like she's just missing and messing, fronting, meddling.
She threw a jab to the stomach, but it wasn't like a really well committed. It was kind of like, let me hit you and get out the way before something comes back.
Well, like I said, that Delphine's got a long reach right now. She's kind of like a crouching tiger.
Yeah, crouching tiger.
Yeah. Like a praying mantis or something.
Oh no, the only praying mantis is Ant's girl, Gabby Fandora. That's her and her brother. The only praying mantis.
Hey,
Listen,
Shout-
Gabby handles business though.
hey, remember when Fundora fought that bum dude? I can't even think of that gentleman's name.
Who did?
Fundora, talking about Sebastian.
Fought a bum dude.
Yeah, the guy before he knocked out Zoo. Black dude.
Oh, Cordell. Don't call Cordell Booker a bum. Don't do that.
Well, here's the thing. This is why I say that, because when that happened, I told all you guys, I was like, yo, I like what Fundora was trying to do. He was looking nice. He was trying to box and use and would do whatever he's trying to do. So look at him now. Kind of crazy. Is he the number one guy in the division? I think he is. I think by just the body of work too, and just the progression of the division.
Fundora?
Yeah.
Some people feel like that. I don't know if I do yet. I don't know.
Well, look at the guys who he's fought. Let me say this, and then I'll let you think about it. All the champions now at the division, he's got the body of work, and we've seen his progression.
I think Ant's over there looking at 54 inches. No.
Well, there's a lot of players at 54.
I was looking at Sebastian Fundora's beyond the guys that I know, because I'm
look at the guys who he fought, Ant.
Because I had to go back a couple years ago to Nathaniel Gallimore. I thought that was a nice win at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Was Gallimore still decent at the time? Because he
was viable. I mean, that was 5 years ago.
Okay, yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Jamonte Clark, well, that was a good win a couple years ago.
The body of work you said to look at?
Yes.
But I'm saying
compared to the other champions right now at the division.
Oh, champions. Yeah. You're right.
At the
You're
compared
right.
to the other guys.
Yeah, you're right. But saying for the fact
a couple years ago wasn't bad.
Bud is still considered a champion, but
Bud ain't there, man. He ain't there.
I know. I'm just technicality.
I mean, come on. What am I supposed to do with that?
I don't know, because I don't know what he's still doing with the damn belts. But
Erickson Rubin, Carlos Ocampo.
Yeah, but they're not champions, right?
Tim Tszyu twice.
Yeah, Ocampo actually tried to fight him. Remember that, Ant? Ocampo actually tried to fight that fight.
Yeah, but I'm not. I can't just go based on whether or not the person was a champion when he fought him. But the guy was still.
No, he was saying he said the body of work. I was still stuck on the other champion in comparison to the other champions in their body of work. Yeah, he got a decent body of work. I can't cap it off.
Because that's where it gets tricky. Because timing is essential.
Zayas just got there. Bud just got there. And not there. That was just kind of like a happy birthday, like a big old cake, everyone surprised you, like, happy birthday, Bud. And like, it was in LA, he won.
2 cents, this is often. This is often. That's not, I don't think that's nothing new.
Then Zayas, he's working his way in the position.
Yeah,
I
hope y'all are right about him.
I thought the Spoma one was pretty good. So it's in with Damian Sosa and the Patrick Teixeira.
I'm still stuck here. What would we call her?
I would just say, Ant, talk about Zayas. Like he's had a lot of time to grow.
She ain't no puncher.
Yeah, he's only 22. He's a baby in the game.
Yeah, but I'm not giving him that. I don't really care about that. There's so many other young cats and people who've already done it and whatever. Moving forward, moving on. whatever. Like I said, he's had time. I've seen most of his fights, and he's gotten better, kind of regressed, gotten better, and I have my thoughts on him, but he's had time just like everyone else.
Body. Delphine is old, ain't she?
And
I like him from the outside. I like him from mid range. His inside game is pretty leaky.
Who, Fundora?
No.
Xander Zayas.
Oh, yeah.
His inside game is almost non-existent. He is strong in the clinch, but he doesn't necessarily work in the clinch.
I don't like this. I don't like that. And I don't like the fact that he utilized it so much against
Jorge.
Jorge.
A lot.
Well, that's just he's learning, man. It's okay though. Like someone gonna knock his head off, and then you got to learn from that.
Yeah.
Okay. I wouldn't call her no power puncher for sure, and I definitely wouldn't call her a boxer punch. I don't think she's a puncher like that. Maybe a boxer.
She's in this fight for me. She's an outside fighter learning on the inside.
In general, though, I think are we calling her a boxer puncher, a pure boxer, or power?
Just boxer.
Boxer.
I see a freak with a solid skill set. Yeah, I think Fundora's got a solid skill set because I think he can box from all three ranges.
Yeah.
And for some time he's been utilizing his jab. The one thing about Fundora I'll say is this though. He doesn't have the fastest feet. So when guys are able to slip his jab, they're able to follow him out the back door if he pulls straight out.
Most tall guys don't have feet like that. But you know who had good feet the other night? Tall guy, long. I like Quentin Randall's feet the other night. They weren't bad for a tall guy.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Same with Diego Pacheco versus Macombi.
I like Pacheco. Yeah.
Yeah, I support him because he had LA. I actually like Shiraz, man. I know it was Edgar, but
me too. I like him too.
He stepped up to it.
He has decent footwork actually.
And
he
really
ripped
it up. That's good footwork. He was going left to right.
Think about him fighting Adame. He had good footwork that night, and he was definitely on the back foot with that. Matter of fact,
right? Yes, ma'am. I think Adames was just he won that fight.
Oh, Adames won. I said Shiraz's footwork.
Right. But what I'm saying is, it's just like Adames was just better. He was all over him.
I'm not negating it.
Not the first 5 or 6 rounds, though. It wasn't the first 5 or 6 rounds. He was struggling to mount any offense.
Well, that's because both of them
I had
were
to
just
go and rewatch that fight, removed from the initial emotion.
Right.
The night of, it was like, man, Adames got robbed, yada, yada, yada. Then I went and rewatched it in preparation for the fight with Edgar Berlanga, and I'm like, I don't remember Shiraz being this good in the first half of the fight.
I do.
And then there was a noticeable drop-off when he hurt his left hand.
Yeah, I remember him getting.
What round was that? Because I really don't remember that.
If you go back and rewatch the fight around the 5th, you'll see him. He starts shaking his hand out quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that. I just didn't notice initially when it happened. But
yeah, he wasn't really committing with the lead hand like that. But I thought he did a really good job of boxing from the outside.
Well, after he was hurt, he's just completely stayed on that outside. But I thought early on when it was competitive, it was a lot of effective aggression. And when Adames finally just believed in himself that he thought his guy couldn't keep up with him, that's when he started throwing more hands. So that's why I think he just won the fight if we're going to just score it. But, yeah, sure, that was a competitive fight, man. But Adames.
I think it was competitive in the beginning, but then Adames definitely whooped that ass. It's not on here, so I can't find that. I can't find that one. I tell you what, too, they talking about Buatsi coming back. I'm not happy about that. Like,
He sucks.
I'm not a Buatsi fan.
I always tell you.
This little baby moth, man, I'm telling you. This little baby moth. Come here. Yeah.
But what's that? Kind of back to Fundora real fast. He's actually got power, man. You know,
Fundora.
when he sits down on it.
Yeah, so I said earlier, but I think he gets his power off of leverage for sure.
For sure.
I mean,
for sure.
Being as tall as he is on the outside, you know, he could get power there too. But I'm telling you, it seemed like these long guys, Shiraz, it's something about that when they fight on the inside, that torque they get. The torque they get, that should be crazy. It's already crazy that a guy so long and tall can fight inside anyway, but it's actually interesting to watch. But Fundora, remember, that's all he used to do. Fight on the inside. He wasn't even trying to fight on the outside to the first zoo fight. I think somebody said he has before, but I didn't see it with my own eyes.
He's always been a I gotta punch through you type of guy, but now he's like he can box a little bit. He's seeing it, so we'll see what his future looks like. He's a champion. Defend your belt.
We gonna see. He said he wants Xander. Xander called him.
When is Virgil supposed to come back? Like, when is he gonna be healthy? I should know this.
Whenever that hand heals. Apparently, I'm telling you though, I've been hearing him and EJ's supposed to possibly.
Oh yeah,
that's what I hear, which is very interesting if that's the case. Because I don't know. I tell you what, I don't think EJ comes back like everybody thinks. All jacked up. He's gonna come back and look very good, personally, if that's the case. If he comes back, but we don't even know if that's real.
Yeah. He's been out of the game so long. We don't talk about him, and that's my guy. I just, if he does, I'm cool with whatever. But if he comes back, just gotta have your confidence up, because that's what Terrence took.
Look at this child.
Beat him like that.
Hamburger, steak, fatty. Jeez. Don't you start either, Ed.
Also, too, Spence's eye health, man. I mean, with all those surgeries and all the damage he has, you got to wonder if he can see at all angles. Obviously not. So those are those limitations.
Tell me that didn't look like it got some power in it. And again, is it just because he's so tall? I mean, his form is good to get the shot off in the first place, but he looks like he hurts the fight. And he's not fighting on the inside here. He's using his
I want to see him and Shiraz fight.
I wouldn't mind seeing that either. I wanted to see Shiraz fight Janibek. I don't know why he went up before he fought Janibek. He really should have did that.
Yeah, he probably could have beat him.
Shiraz.
Janibek's tough.
Janibek is pretty tough.
Hey, he's pretty tough guy.
Pretty skilled, but good Lord, he's tearing this boy's head off. Good Lord.
Yeah. He's number one at 54.
No.
Until someone beats him. Yeah. Who's gonna beat him?
Anybody? If Brian Mendoza.
No, you gotta have somebody.
Okay. Lubin gave him a good ass fight. Like anybody can beat him. It's just a matter of getting around them damn limbs. I'm just saying.
Nah, I don't think.
I don't.
I don't think the champs can.
I ain't gonna base him being number one off his resume. Like it's some dudes that can.
I didn't base it. I was just saying it's pretty good compared to the other champions currently in the division. That's what I would favor him because he's got the better experience there. Everyone else just kind of has a fight or just got there, frankly, or just got their belt.
I
don't
think no. It's other people who've been in the division, man. We can't do that. We can't do that. I mean, you can because you know how I get down if that's what you like. But
I
I'm
just
gonna
want
look.
you to give me a name or two.
Okay, let's see. I think Baki definitely would be a good fight for him.
He beats Baki. Based off what I've seen from Baki, he beats Baki.
I said it would be a good fight. I don't even want to put him out there because I definitely think he might be him. But I still like El Mano. I ain't nothing changed with that. I still like him. He has a lot of heart. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him too. But like, yeah, I think Fundora beats him too.
Okay. They go into some people I don't.
That's a war too. That's a war.
Him and Ramos.
Because once Fundora realizes Ramos is pretty tough and is going to keep coming forward if he does, I know Fundora's going to say fuck it and say, yeah, that's what we're doing. He's not afraid of that.
You know who might have been a good fight with his awkward ass? The guy who just fought Xander.
Nah.
Yeah, because he's so freaking awkward.
Xander beat him.
You can't do that triangle theory, miss. You can't.
I didn't do that, but like Xander beat him, and Xander was able to like take rounds off and like learn on the job again. So nah,
Xander did a lot of goddamn hugging, man. Let's not. He did a lot of hugging.
Yeah, that's what I mean. His shoe shining. He had all that. He still beat that guy.
Yeah, he was shoe shining. Then immediately,
Xander still had nice, or what should I say, like punches you could clearly see too. Like that guy maybe laid on him. Like, excuse me.
I think that would be a good fight. Even though I don't really think Jorge is all that. They're both long. One is awkward. And I don't think Sebastian's feet can keep up with the drunken Hispanic.
I give you that, Shire, because his feet can't keep up with Mo's. But he's been able to figure things out. And like you said, he can fight at all three lanes. He can fight outside, inside, and close. And we've seen him down, but he's got to get up.
They got dang Bakari Samaki. Do you remember him, man? Oh no, that's Mike. I watched Bakari. He's the French. He don't have no business being in the top 20. I'm just gonna put that out there. He don't like. He totally loads up on punches. And never mind. That's a whole nother. Yoenis Tellez.
Nah.
I mean, he is the interim, right? He's about to get a belt, possibly. Milan Prat. That's another French dude. No, absolutely not. I think Ant did see that one. I don't know. Maybe there ain't nobody. Shit. Nikita's at 54 too? Interesting.
There's a lot of smoke up there, but like, and anyone, you're right. Anyone can win, but like, I like Fundora right now. He's on a green trajectory.
He's there with his brother? Interesting. I don't know. I really don't. And I know we said 54 is deep. Well, then why am I not seeing a bunch of freaking
Do you
Callum
think
Walsh?
Boychuk? Do you think Boychuk can mess with Fundora?
I'm just not. I think Michael Fox just beat Boychuk's ass. He didn't beat his ass, but he embarrassed that man, in my opinion. I'm not thinking too highly of Boychuk right now. Maybe I'm just in my little feelings.
Okay.
But I mean,
What
would he
about,
give him a good fight? Yeah. Yeah, because remember when Boychuk fought Tim Tszyu?
Yeah. do.
And Brian Mendoza, huh?
Yeah, I was there for that live. I saw that. Mendoza when he got him. That was dope.
Hey TD, I didn't see you coming here. He might not even be in here no more. And give us a breakdown of Fundora's defensive strengths and weaknesses. And Ant just took off.
Oh no. Did he? I was gonna ask what he thought.
2 cents, the main thing I see with him is his speed or lack thereof. Being reliant on his height, yeah. He leans back quite often. Personally, I like to see more angles. Yeah, but he'd have to get his feet together. I don't even know if Ant's still in here. He'd have to be able to get his feet together quickly. I don't know that I can see that.
I believe you there for sure. Has to. If he
Handshake. His pressure is immaculate. It should be. He's a big, scary boogeyman, I guess. Consistently, yeah. He does. He's pretty consistent in his traffic. I have to give him that. You don't see him gas out and get tired. I give him that too.
Yeah, he's been showing when he trained for his last fight, he did a lot of cardio.
This fight's all the way back to 2019.
Yeah. Done a lot of undercards too.
Indeed. Sure. Okay. I think I'm gonna get off.
All right then, Sean. Appreciate you. Shout to the chat. Hit the like button.
Appreciate you too. And both of you guys for coming up and chitter chattering with me. Hopefully Mr. McQueen goes live and does some film study, because can nobody do it? I can't do it like him. I can't do it like Ant. So sorry, Charlie. But yeah. Thank you, 2 Cent, for hanging out. Fundora just likes to fight. That's what makes him so. Yeah. You know, a lot of these guys like to fight, Marcel. I'm finding and we're seeing, and all of them have holes. So it's not like any of these guys are perfect. But again, my whole thing is I like to see them grow. I like to see the growth in fighters and the adjustments that are made, on their road to perfection. I don't think there's a such thing as a perfect fighter. If it is, somebody got to let me know in the comment section, if you will, later. But yeah, thank you, 2 Cent, for coming in here. Even though you didn't hit the link, you're supposed to hit the link sometime soon. Good night, Marcel. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you very much. So I appreciate you all for coming in here and hanging out with me this evening. I'd never mean to be on this long as I am, but I told y'all I like yakking. I like yakking with y'all. And I appreciate, like I say, the gentleman coming up and hanging out with me. It means a lot to me. It means a lot. But you guys be blessed this evening. Be blessed tomorrow and the rest of the week. Don't forget this weekend, Duarte versus Sims Jr. Yeah. It's going to be a good fight. And I've been convinced that Regis versus JoJo is going to be a decent fight too. Either way, I'm watching because I love the sport. Again, good night, y'all. Be blessed.